Kelly here, my lovely assistant Cedar Rose.
Hello.
Today we're here to talk about the biodome. About 14 years ago, I built a geodesic dome out of 3/4 inch steel conduit. And I was living up in the mountains, and I covered it with shrink wrap, and I put about 700 gallons of water in it. And I tried to grow things in it in the wintertime. And it didn't work too good. It stayed above freezing, but things didn't really grow because nights were cold. Too cold for it. So recently I moved into this beautiful place. It's a rental though, I don't own it. And I thought it would be a good idea to put the dome up again. I've added some features that we're going to look at, and we're going to go take a walkthrough of the biodome. So let's get started. It's about 60 degrees outside. Not a sunny day at all. There's the dome, by the way. So as I said, I don't own this property. And because of that, I didn't want to do anything that couldn't be undone easily. Also, this is not a money is no object project. This is a biodome on the cheap. So, the frame is 3/4 inch conduit, and it's standing on these posts that are rails of a chain link fence. Very inexpensive. It's 2 layers of plastic. This outer layer is being held off the inner layer by these gutter drain pieces that I cut up and shrink wrapped onto there. The base is some irrigation pipe that I got from my friend, and this is the venting system. The whole thing lifts up all the way around. Underneath is hardware cloth that's buried in the ground to keep the critters out. And it comes up about 1.5 feet, and it's screwed to the piping on the inside. So there's 2 layers of plastic. The inner one comes down and loops around, and the outer one is welded to the inner one. So that's ventilation in the summer, about 1.5 feet all the way around, and in the winter we keep it closed with straw. So straw bales, and then later on leaves will fall on it, and I'll put some grass clippings on it, and that'll be sort of like a blanket for the vent all winter. So you follow me. Hamilton, you little dog, it's so good to see you. Come on, let's go in. Let's go inside the biodome. If you want to have a greenhouse in the wintertime and you don't want to spend all your money heating it, you need some thermal mass. So this dome's got water in it. The first time I put this up, I had 3 of these tanks in that thing. So about 450 gallons of water. And I was able to keep it above freezing. The water never froze. There was also a small pond in it. This time, there's about 1,350 gallons of water, including the 300 gallons in the pond. And there's 2 layers of plastic. And we also have this Mylar, these emergency cold weather blankets that I bought at a local hardware store. And we're going to keep going up to the next rung with those. And then hopefully it'll stay nice and warm in here. We have the tomato plant that was rescued from the garden before the first frost a few weeks ago. Lived in a pot, and this week we put it in the ground along with pepper plants, and some of these things got frosted quite a bit, so they're not doing too well, but they're coming around. Other ones got pulled in here before the frost, and so they're happy and healthy and fine. And it's about 80 degrees in here at the moment, even though it's 60 degrees outside with very little sun. It's 69 degrees inside this tank of water, according to the thermometer. And that's up from 65 this morning. I'm hoping it'll get up to about 72 before it gets dark. So this is my 20-foot biodome. It has a vent, which has got a solar fan. It's directly connected to a little solar panel. And at the moment it turns whenever the sun's shining, but I'm going to add a thermostat so that I can stop it from doing that because of my high-tech vent cover, which we'll be shoving up in that hole at night when it gets really cold out. The door was a bunch of used building materials and a winter screen door I got for $20 from the thrift store. So I got about $700 into it this time, plus about $350 to build the frame originally. Really cheap. And maybe we'll grow things all winter. We'll keep coming out here and see what happens. That's all for now.
Bye.